Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through epidemic guys. So the most two common words whenever there is a spread of a disease we'll be hearing is nothing but epidemic and pandemic guys. Okay, so most of the students will be confusing sometimes in between this epidemic and pandemic. So please remember in this way guys. So basically alphabetical order, which will be coming first epidemic, then pandemic. So epidemic it came first, so it is a lightly spread, where pandemic came later, which is a heavily spreading thing. So basically epidemic will occur in a particular region or state or city or a village, like in a particular something, right? So if there is a relation between, if all of them are drinking the same water, that could lead to an epidemic. Whereas a pandemic, it is some kind of a disease which is spreading worldwide guys. Okay, so the best example for this is nothing but COVID guys. Corona, it is popularly called as. Okay, so in that way, okay, so we'll be discussing about pandemic in the next lecture. For now, let us stick to epidemic. Okay, so epidemic, I told you, it is nothing but locally spreading thing, so it is related to a local spread. Okay, so event in which a disease is actively spreading, so even in this situation also it will be spreading, but in that particular locality or in that particular area only. Okay, so epidemic may arise from food sources, water resources, or any kind of surroundings also. Okay, surroundings include mosquitoes and all those different living beings guys. Okay, so the most popular epidemics are nothing but typhoid, diphtheria, malaria, cholera, influenza, skin or food poisoning, skin diseases or food poisoning. So these are the few common things, right? So these things you will be hearing me sometimes in some particular village or in some particular state, there is a high cholera or high malaria cases, like that they'll be saying in our news, right? Yes, so that is nothing but an epidemic. Okay, and spread of onset is mostly rapid. Okay, so the main causes of this would be widespread of food or water. Okay, similarly from the surroundings. So from the surroundings, why I'm specifying it is nothing but that could be caused without your interaction with the food or without the interaction of water. So if a mosquito is biting you, you might be ending up with some kind of disease, right? So that is the reason why that is nothing but a surrounding. You are not drinking or you are not eating something, right? Yes, so the major effects of this will be nothing but the human loss, the life loss will be there, loss of employment, similarly economic losses, and change in the way of living. Okay, yes, so I hope everyone got some basic idea about epidemic, right? Okay, so let us go through few more things that are nothing but general control measures. So how you can control it? So are there any things that you should follow to control it? Is there a possibility? We'll be discussing now. So for everything there will be a possibility guys, but you should understand things. Okay, so an effective medical and health plans. So if the medication and all those things are perfectly well for that particular disease or for that particular virus, it could be easy, right? Yes, and remember one more thing is that these things will not be happening in a span of 6 months or 1 year guys. They will be taking some time because everything should be ready, right? Yes, so everything should be done even after the disaster. That is nothing but close post disaster monitoring and medical aspects, everything should be taken care. And public awareness, this is most important guys. Public should be aware of that thing. If it is spreading from one person to another, it should be known to the public, else that could spread without even noticed by the public, right? So the public awareness and education should be given properly for both before and after disaster also. So before disaster how it is going to happen, and after disaster what will be the side effects of it, like that. Okay, similarly reinforcement of medical resources and supplies in anticipation of epidemic. So basically if there are any requirements of medical resources like medicines and all those things, you should get them from somewhere. Like if they are not in your place, you should collect them by paying for someone else, right? Yes, so in that way. Okay, so these are some kind of countermeasures you can say. Okay, so similarly even for disaster management, they will be facing some problems, right? So everything will not be going in a smooth way, right? Yes, so that there are some problems, so let us discuss them. So that these comes under the special problem areas of disaster management. Okay, loss of medical and health resources, that is nothing but clinics, medical supplies during the disaster impact. So basically if there is a huge disaster of a particular disease which is spreading from one person to another really fastly or easily, in that situation even the doctors or everyone, any clinic like small clinics or medical shops, they'll be closing it because without their notice they will also get affected by it. So that is the reason why the disaster should not affect that much. Okay, so in some places or countries, a shortage of special equipment. So if there is an special equipment which is used for any kind of for the joining of that particular patient, so in that situation they need, if they need some special equipment, so everyone will be needing it, right? So every clinic wants it, but that will be, at the end it will be moving on to the shortage. So if you take an example, so in the initial stages of corona also, there was a shortage of masks and everything, right? So that is nothing but this, you can assume it also an issue, right? Yes. So similarly, integration of outside international medical and health assistant with the local systems. So if there is any requirement that you need, you should get from other states or other countries, guys, because these are the things which you need to solve, right? Yes. So you will be giving them some kind of money or anything, and you'll be collecting them. Okay. Similarly, controlling other common spreading diseases. So basically, a single disease can start multiple other diseases also, right? Yes. So that is the reason why you should make sure that you are not creating new ones and you are not spreading them again. Okay. Yes. So this is about epidemic, guys. So epidemic and pandemic are almost the same, but the only difference is epidemic is in a particular region or in a particular area or location, whereas pandemic is nothing but it is a worldwide thing. Okay. Okay, so I hope everyone got a clear idea of epidemic. So in the next lecture we will be going through pandemic, guys. Okay, so let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.